It looks like it's early, but it's 11 a.m. I just haven't opened the window or the curtain yet. That's why. I'm going to work today on a Saturday in a place that I've never been to before. Let's go open the window. Not the window. We're keeping the window closed because it's noisy. The curtain. Let's open the curtain. Oh, that's better. My center that I teach at is located in a very lovely neighborhood of Paris, but we just never had enough space for all of the students who wanted to learn there. Especially, there would be certain times of the day where we would have like 2 official classrooms and 5 classes slated for the same time. So we'd have to turn offices into classrooms or shuffle things around last minute. It was very stressful. So they found a second location to have classes right before COVID struck. I mean, COVID struck in like December, I think, in China, but right before the lockdown for COVID happened. And so I haven't been able to go to this new place until today. And I haven't been there before. And it's literally the other side of town. I live on the east. So I live like just east of Paris. Like this is the border. Here we go. This is the eastern border of Paris and I live here. And the school, or this new place, is in a northwestern suburb here. So I get to cross Paris. That'll be fun. But I have a plan. Basically, there's a train line that does the crossing of the city for me, and it takes me 20 minutes to walk to the end of that line. So I'm gonna walk there, get my seat. Probably gonna go a little bit early in case I need time to, get my bearings and shuffle around and all of that. So Google Maps says it'll take me 45 minutes just by train. So that's gonna be about an hour with the train plus walking. No, probably an hour 10. So I'm gonna give myself an hour 30, just in case. Which means I have an hour and a half now before I have to leave. What are we gonna do? We're gonna fold laundry. We're gonna watch Drag Race. Here's the laundry. I gotta go. Billy, you're fun, but I gotta go. I'm sorry. I will dance with you later. I gotta go. Okay, I'm in that like crazy frantic time before leaving. I'm questioning if I have everything that I need. Okay, jacket. Do I wear this jacket? Sure, why not? Okay, need to put on my mask. Let's do a mask. Let's do this together. Let's have a very harried bonding moment. Oh no, wait, I don't need to put this on right away. Because I'm gonna go walk for 20 minutes before I get to the train station. So I'll just put it on before I get to the train. So never mind, this is going in my bag. Okay, in the bag. Headphones. Sunglasses, however, are going on the noodle. Going in the bag. Got my charger. Phone's going in the pocket. iPad. I'm about to line up with music. What jacket? Oh, I already chose the jacket. Oh my god, I'm harried. I can't even hold myself straight. This is a problem. All right, here we go. Ready? I didn't make my bed. Sue me. Literally half of my bed is made. The half that I didn't sleep in is still made. That's an easy fix, actually. There we go. That's more made than it was before. Okay. There we go. That's better made. And those two are just gonna have a little nap, a little snuggle nap together. Gotta go. Okay, I need to slow down a little bit. I've been kind of power walking. So I'm not like, usually when I walk this path, I take my time, I enjoy the sun, I smell the trees, whatever. And now I'm like actually going somewhere and kind of pouring it on. And I'm starting to get out of breath. Also, my bag is really heavy because I got like a water bottle in there and like a book. So it's fine. I have enough time. It's fine. found it. I found the place. I'm here. It's very echoey because there's like almost no furniture in here. Turns out you get out of the metro station at like, just for those who aren't familiar with the Paris Metro, most every station has multiple exits and they're all numbered. So like Google Maps will tell you to go to this address, it's best to take exit number 2, whatever, and then you follow the signs for exit number 2 and you go there. Easy squeezy. And then I came out of the exit and the building to come to is literally across the street. See that little grilling there? That's the exit. Really cool. Oh, there's a Monoprix across the street. Good to know. That's where food comes from. The pharmacy. I actually don't know this neighborhood very well. But in any case, I'm going to be exploring the space. This is super exciting. I'm going to take off my jacket. Okay, I would say that I told my boss that I would get here 10 minutes before the students were supposed to arrive. I'm here 15 minutes before because I'm responsible. I'm gonna take 3 minutes, just run around, see what's happening. Step number 1, I already figured out how to open this window, but it's so cool that I intentionally didn't do this window. So I think the way that I did it was you unlock, and then this button sets it off. And it's all automated. Oh, this is so exciting. Although being on the ground floor means that we are vulnerable to passersby. So it might be that I have this window closed because it's in line with where the students sit, and this one open. Then this is where I sit, and I don't mind being on display. I'm used to it. Anyway, so this is the classroom that we've set up. I think this is the one. Yeah, this was taken from a different classroom, and I recognize it because I'm the one who taped it because this thing kept popping around and pissing me off. These pictures that we use the alphabet for level 1, the family for like, they are standing in front of the house. She is not the father, she's the mother, blah, 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 really simple stuff like that. This we use as a plan of New York, a very inaccurate plan of New York, where it's just like you start and you go straight ahead, and then at Times Square you turn left and blah, 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 and it's really boring, and I hate doing that lesson. And then we have the main hall with hand sanitizer, and that's the kettle. That's the one that was missing, and I realize now that they just brought it here so that they could have things to drink. Although, is there like a bathroom somewhere to fill up? This is another soon-to-be classroom that hasn't been set up yet. So all we have in there is the chairs. I don't even know what this is. Is it a bench? I don't know. Weird. Turn that light off. This is not turning on. Oops. Turn off the hall light. Looks like it's another, I think it's going to be an office, actually. That's cool. Okay, here's the kitchen area. Hallway. Ooh. Oh. Lots of beautiful, that's not a computer. That's not sensitive information. Lots of beautiful storage. Very exciting. I'm also going through this to know, like, are there any spare markers? Are there any cleaning supplies, etc.? Doesn't seem to be. We do have our little baby kitchen with a fridge that is not plugged in. I don't know why. There's an outlet literally right there. No cleaning supplies yet. We do have soap. So we can come here and fill up the kettle with water, which is good. Bathroom. Turlet. Good to know. Okay. Good. I'm very happy with all of this. Honestly, I would love to live in this. If it were an apartment, I would love to live here. Do I have time to go downstairs? Yeah, we can go downstairs. Let's see. Is this a... It's not an important light. All right. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is so nice. Okay, so we've got 2 fire extinguishers, you know, for safety. Got a big ass map. Holy crap, that's only half of North America. Where's South America? It's on the other side. Okay, good to know. This is just a big empty haunted room with a chimney, vent of some sort. Cute, don't ever want to be in here. Back here, we have got a very long spooky hallway that's taking a long time to turn on. This, I'm discovering this as you guys are. Okay, so this is a bunker. I think this is meant to be like a utility room, but it is empty and echoey and spooky and eerie. I realized I should have said eerie and capped it out at 3 E words. Let's just close that back up, pretend nothing ever happened. But that's the space. So I'm doing stairs while recording, which is dangerous, but I feel like I'm okay because I'm not surrounded by people. So basically I love it. It definitely needs decoration and finishing. We usually have a big world map on the wall of the classrooms, not as big as the one downstairs, that's massive. But pretty good start. Pretty good start. I'm kind of happy here. I wish it weren't all the way across town because it did take me, see, I left home at 12:40. I got here at about 1:40, so it did take me about an hour to get here. But honestly though, I did make it longer for myself than it could have been because I wanted to walk. And now my step count is at 3042, not bad. Okay, I'm kind of happy here. I don't know if I'm gonna want to come here all the time, but kind of cool. I like it. So I actually finished class like an hour ago or so, and like halfway through the class, a friend texted me asking if I wanted to get a drink, and I happened to be close to where he lives, so I'm cooling my heels once again at work before going to socialize. I think I only socialize after being forced to go out to go to work. It's weird. So I'm gonna head out in about 20 minutes-ish. The metro station that I'm at and the one that we're gonna meet at is like one down, so it's a 10-minute walk. So I'm not gonna bother putting on a mask, traveling a single station, and then coming up. I'm just gonna walk it. It's much easier. But I just have to shut everything down. I've already unplugged most everything, so I really just need to shut the windows with a very cool blind system and then boogie woogie on out of here. I like teaching here. This is a cool place, but I don't want to come out here every single day. I do not want to commute for a total of 2 hours. Ugh. Goodbye, sunshine. I'll miss you. I mean, I'm literally about to go back out into the sunshine, but I'll miss this beautifully lit room. It's the next morning. Wait, it's afternoon. It's the next day. I totally did not film anything from last night. Not even an outro. Whoops. So I think I'm just gonna bridge these 2 videos. I'm gonna smush them together. It'll be a weekend thing. But yeah, I met up with my friend and we basically walked. So we met at it's called Porte Maillot, which is like one of the borders between the western suburbs of Paris and actual Paris. So we met there, and then if you continue down a street a bit, it gets to the end of the Champs-Élysées, which I personally hate because there's so many annoying tourists, and it's all luxury shops, and I don't give a shit. But it was, practical. So we like walked down the Champs-Élysées, and then stopped at the Jardin Tuileries, and like sat at a fountain for a little bit, and I got this really cool shot of Place La Concorde. Yeah. I don't have Photoshop, but I edited the hell out of that. And then kept going a little bit. We went on to Saint Michel, which is like a neighborhood that's right next to Notre Dame, and had dinner there. And I had, it's delicious. It was a base of caviar d'aubergine, which is like smushed and treat and cooked, obviously, eggplant and tomato and roasted red pepper and burrata. Oh, so good. So good. I was doing my little happy dance. Because at that point I had walked. Wait, did I take a picture of my step count yesterday? I think I did. Yeah, I had walked over 14,000 steps. I was hungry. I was very hungry. I was very excited to eat that food in front of me. Oh, it was so good. I was doing a little happy dance. I was all da 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 da. Yeah, food in my mouth, especially cheese. Uh, and then ended up staying out until I don't 11:30, something like that, just hanging out. And Saint Michel, the way to get home from Saint Michel for me is to take the line 4, change at a certain station, and then take the line 9 home. Okay, background. What I didn't count on is that the station that I need to go to change to my line to come to my neighborhood has been closed because of confinement stuff, I guess. They've closed down some of the stations that have a lot of different trains going through them because it's just so much foot traffic. It would be really hard to keep it. It'd be really hard to keep it like clean, sanitary sort of thing. So they've been shutting down a lot of those stations. You just kind of have to keep walking to the next one. But if you're doing a train transfer, it's a bitch. So in the end, I ended up taking a bus from that neighborhood to a station on my line. And I hadn't taken the bus with post quarantine situation, so I knew you still had to wear the mask, but it's kind of the driver's responsibility to stop people from getting on. But at the same time, it was Saturday night. It was stop them. Sorry, I should say stop them from getting on if there are too many people on the bus. But at the same time, it was Saturday night and people were out and about, and there weren't necessarily a lot of buses that would be coming later for them. So there was a balance that had to happen. And at one point, there was, I think I was a couple a couple stops away from where I had to get off. There was this man who got on the bus who was not wearing a mask, was kind of wearing a very odd hodgepodge of clothes, shuffling, kind of murmuring to himself, kind of looking side to side, all of that. So, all right, let's be real. When you live in a big city, you see a certain kind of people that tend to fit into a pattern of, for lack of a better word, let's just call it instability. It could be mental instability, it could be residential instability, it could be financial instability, maybe a combination of those and more. And there are a lot of those kinds of people in Paris. There are a lot of people in a lot of big cities. I have never seen so many in Paris. Like in Chicago, I lived in Chicago for 4 years, and you see people like that in Chicago for 4 years. Not nearly as many as I see in Paris. And I want to add here, before I get too much further into this, those are humans. Those are human people who are having some sort of struggle. They're having a financial struggle, they're having a housing struggle, they're having a mental struggle, they're having a physical struggle, they're having a family struggle, all of those things. They are humans, they deserve humanity, right? I would never say, like, someone who doesn't have somewhere to sleep can't sleep on a park bench. They're not doing any harm sleeping on a park bench. Leave them the fuck alone, right? My only thing is, when you are in proximity with that person, you don't know if they're any kind of volatile, and you have to become a little bit guarded. I see it a lot on the trains here, people walking up and down. There are a lot of buskers, a lot of people performing on the trains, which is illegal. You can apply for a permit to perform in the stations, but you can't perform in the trains. You can't ask for money in the trains. It's illegal. But there was a time before quarantine where if I took a train trip, like to and from work or something, and there wasn't someone walking up and down asking for money, I was a little bit surprised. It just happens all the time. There are so many people in dire need in Paris, in the Paris area. And there are also a lot of people who, oh, how do I say this? Are not necessarily uh, with saddled with good reputations, shall we say? Like, there's a lot of people you can look at them and as an identification factor, not necessarily as a judgment factor. You look at them and you think, oh, that person might be Roma, that person might be homeless, that person might be mentally unstable. You kind of have those thoughts. And it's horrible to say you don't necessarily engage with them just because there's you're never sure if you're going to get, a conversation back, if you're going to get a vitriolic something back. Yesterday when we were like, we had, my friend and I had like, we're walking down the Champs-Elysees and we stopped to sit on a bench for a little while, and this man was walking up the street raging about German Nazis. I guess it was in English, weirdly, raging about them, just shrieking at the top of his lungs, and then he kept hitting himself in the head, and my heart really hurt for him. But you don't engage with that. At least as a civilian who doesn't have training, you don't engage with that. And so I think that's the mindset in Paris is you don't engage with anyone who you think might be unstable. And just in general, you don't engage with the public. You don't talk to strangers. No eye contact, all of that if you can help it. So all of that to say, it's a very tricky situation in Paris because there's a lot of people who kind of bring that, not bring, who carry that weight, that fear around with them. And a lot of the civilians carry that fear of those people with them as well because it's just very prevalent. And then when you are on a bus trying to get home and it's like almost midnight, and then this person comes onto a bus and you can kind of smell them from 3 rows away, and they're not paying attention to social distancing rules, and they sit in the row directly in front of you, even though that's supposed to be blocked off for social distancing practices, it made me a little bit uncomfortable, and I was only too happy to get off the bus. And then for the rest of the night, I was just thinking again about like, oh man, if quarantine has been hard for, the majority of residents in this neighborhood, what has it been like for homeless people? What's it been like for mentally unstable people? What's it been like for people who live off of the money, the coins that are so generously, quote unquote, gifted to them in the streets, and now people aren't out to do that anymore? Like, what is happening there? I don't know. It made me ruminate last night, I guess. This has been a very long, what's the phrase when you don't plan to talk about something and then you just go on and on for, oh my God, 10 minutes? Train of thought. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, all that to say, I had a very fun night and then a very heavy last moment of the night. Got home after midnight, so I didn't check my step count until then, but I think it was somewhere around 14,000. Oh no, I did take a picture of it. I literally just said I took a picture of it. Dummy. 14,758. And then walking home from the train after that, because it resets at midnight, which is annoying, my phone registered 1238. So I should be at 0 today, but my phone is going to tell me that I'm 1,000 higher than I am. Annoying. Yeah, and then today I'm supposed to go to Butte Chaumont and meet up with John and Kevin and Megan and maybe Amelie as well. I think that's it. And I'm kind of trying to figure out the best way to get there because I don't necessarily want to take the train on a Sunday to a very well-known like summer relaxation destination. I don't know. Maybe I'll walk to the tram because the tram, at least, like, it opens onto fresh air, and so the breath has a chance to escape first from people and then from the train. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm really hungry. I need to go get something to eat. I'm ready to go to the park. I have a bag, and a backpack. I'm perennially overprepared. I've got a beach towel with 4 bottles of beer wrapped up in it. Because it was actually a thing that I brought to like the last time we went to the park all together, and I just didn't want to carry around a, a 6-pack with 2 bottles taken out because I drank them the last time, just clinking around and shaking and all of that. So I wrapped them in the towel so they would be more secure. And then I've got I on my wallet and like tissues and hand sanitizer, and I've got like the sanitizing spray, antiseptic spray, and like a couple things to eat, so I don't need to go and stop and pick up anything there because I'm really not hungry right now. Uh, yeah. Okay, so then the plan is I'm gonna pretty much just walk straight west to get to the border of Paris, hop on the tram there, take the tram up to a stop that's like kind of parallel with the park, and then walk 15 more minutes to get to the park. It's gonna be about 45 minutes of walking plus tram with a backpack. I look like such a tourist. Okay, it's fine. I know what I'm doing. If somebody gets in my face, I can yell at them in French. It's fine. Ooh. Okay. Can't. Get it. Bitch. It's hot under these. Whew. Okay. So, walk to the tram. Done. Take the tram. Done. I have a 15-minute walk to the park. I made it. Woof. I'm not breathing heavy. You're breathing heavy. Yay!
Just filming you and making money out of you. And they posted like go viral.
I'm very excited for you to try your first Swedish fish.
You're not gonna film me. You can film my reaction.
I'm gonna film a reaction.
I'll have the head. I'll tell. What if it says Swedish on it?
I don't know if it's actually Swedish.
It's like nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so didn't actually film much at the park. Whoops. And then around like 7 p.m. it started to threaten to rain. Like clouds, dark gray clouds rolled in real quick. Behind me, right? No. Started to get really cloudy and windy. It meant rain was coming, and it rained for like 3 minutes, but we had already started to leave. So we booked. I walked with John and Kevin back to their place so I could pee. And now I'm just walking home. And that's it. Might pick something up on my way home, actually, because a lot of walking today. I don't know yet. I will decide when I'm closer to home. I am back. I am red. I have walked a lot today. I have walked. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? The phone refuses to log in. Come on, there we go. I have walked 14,337. Woof. I think I have earned this pizza. There's a pizza truck on my way home from John and Kevin's. I couldn't resist. Dad, come back into frame for a second. Come back into frame, Baba. I'm sorry, it just makes me laugh when your head pops in and out. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I was ready to go to bed. Like, the light is off in there. There's RuPaul's Drag Race Untucked playing in the background. I don't need to see this part. It's the end. And then I realized I forgot to do an outro for today, and I can't do that 2 days in a row, so officially